Good morning, students. In the last lecture of the object-oriented programming, we were discussed about the different types of inheritance. Now, in this lecture, we will be discussing a concept of virtual base class present in the C++. In this lecture, we will see the virtual base classes that are present in the C++ language. Virtual means what? That virtual thing is not physically present, but that thing existence is there. That means virtual. Virtual means what? The thing or the object that is not physically present, but their existence is there. That thing we called as virtual thing. That means virtual means what? That thing not physically existing as such, but made by software to appear do so. This is virtual. Then what is the virtual base class in C++? Virtual classes are primarily used during multiple inheritance. Mainly, the virtual base class concept is mainly used in the multiple inheritance. Why? To avoid multiple instances of the same class being taken to same class, which latter causes ambiguity and then the virtual classes are used. That means the virtual base class is used when a derived class have multiple copies of the base class. We will see the virtual base class. The virtual base class is mainly used in the multiple inheritance. And the virtual base class is used whenever a derived class has multiple copies of the base class. That time we will use the virtual base class concept. First we will see what is an actually virtual base class is there. This figure shows the demonstration of multipath inheritance. See this figure? Here is one base class. There are two derived class and there is another one derived class. Consider a situation where multi-level, multiple, hierarchical, all the three kinds of inheritance are involved. You consider a condition or a situation where three kinds of inheritance are present, like multi-level, multiple and hierarchical. See this figure? In this figure, three types of inheritance are involved. This provides hierarchical inheritance. This part provides the hierarchical inheritance. There are multiple levels present in this type of inheritance. So, in this type, multi-level inheritance is also present and there is also present multiple inheritance. Here, multiple base classes are present and one derived class is present. So, multiple inheritance is also occurred in this situation. In this situation, there are three kinds of inheritance that are involved, such as hierarchical, multi-level and multiple. In this figure, the base class is inherited by both derived 1 and derived 2. In this figure, the base class is inherited by both classes, that is derived 1 and derived 2. Derived 3 directly inherits both derived 1 and derived 2. The derived 3 class directly inherits from the derived 1 class, and from derived 2 class. All the public and protected members of base class are inherited into derived 3 twice through both derived 1 and derived 2. Here in this situation, all the public and protected members of this base class is inherited by the derived 3 class in 2 ways. It carries twice all the data of the base class by derived class 1 and by derived class 2. So here says that all the public and protected members of base class are inherited into derived 3 twice through both derived 1 and derived 2. So therefore derived 3 would have duplicate sets of members inherited. So this derived 3 class contain duplicate set of data. It contain duplicate set of members of the class. This causes ambiguity when a member of a base used in derived 3. So here in this situation the ambiguity will occur because the duplicate of base class members are occurred in a derived class. So in this situation or in this condition the ambiguity is there. So to resolve this ambiguity, C++ includes a mechanism by which only one copy of a base will be included in a derived 3. So for resolving this ambiguity, C++ includes one mechanism. That mechanism passes only one copy of the base class data member into derived 3 class. This feature is called as virtual base class, and this feature we called as a virtual base class. That means a virtual base class passes only one copy of a data into derived class. If any class or an ambiguity can arise when several paths exist to a class from the same base class. Here two paths are present to the derived class 3. First path is from derived class 1 and there is a second one path is from derived class 2. So derived class 3 contain the duplicate data of the base class. This means that a child class could have duplicate set of members inherited from a single base class. So this derived class 3 contain the duplicate set of data members of the base class, because one data is carried from the derived class 1 and there is one data carried out from derived class 2. So C++ solves this issue by introducing a virtual base class concept. To resolve this situation, the virtual base class concept is used. So when a class is made virtual, then necessary care is taken so that the duplication is avoided regardless of the number of paths that exist to the child class. So here by using the virtual base class concept, we can resolve the ambiguity or duplication occurred in the derived class. In short, the virtual base class is used when a derived class has multiple copies of a base class. In this situation, this derived class 3 contain the multiple instances of the data of base class, that is, one data is coming from the derived class 1 and another data is coming from the derived class 2. So, in this situation, we will use the concept of virtual base class. The keyword virtual precedes the base class access specifier when it is inherited by a derived class. In short, C++ has a mechanism for eliminating multiple copies of duplicated base class members. It is called as virtual base class. That means when two or more objects are derived from a common base class, then we can prevent multiple copies of the base class being present in an object derived from those objects by declaring the base class as virtual when it is being inherited. In this situation, we use the virtual keyword for defining that class as a virtual. So, to avoid the duplication of data or to avoid multiple copies coming to the derived class, we can use the virtual base class. At that time, we declaring the class as a virtual. And such a base class we called as a virtual base class. In short, virtual classes are primarily used during multiple inheritance to avoid multiple instances of the same class being taken to the same class, which is latter causes ambiguity, and then that situation the virtual classes are used. And for defining a virtual classes, remember that the virtual keyword is used. Virtual is one keyword. That keyword specifies that particular class is virtual. The virtual base class for this situation is declared as, first we want to define a base class. Our base class, how to define a base class? By using class keyword and then specify the base class name. Here our base class name is base. Here is our base class, that name is base. So here for defining a base class, we use the class name as base. Then here is an class body or class definition. Then we are defining another first derived class, that is derived 1. How to define that derived 1 class? Class derived 1, then we use the colon operator, then we use the virtual keyword, virtual, then access specifier or access mode or visibility mode, then the base class name. Here our derived class name is derived 1 and base class name is base. So we can define our first derived class is as like class derived 1, then colon, then virtual keyword, public, it is an visibility mode, and then base class name. Then here is an class definition for first derived class. There is another one derived class from the base class. So derived class 2 is defined in such a way that class derived 2 colon, then again we use the virtual keyword for defining that class as a virtual, access specifier, public, and base. Base is our base class name, and after that there is an class definition for the second derived class. The next class in our example that is derived 3. Derived 1, derived 2 and derived 3 causes the multiple inheritance. In this situation there are multiple, that means 2 base classes and 1 derived class. So derived 3 is represented by the multiple inheritance as like class derived 3 colon public derived 1 comma public derived 2. Derived 1 and derived 2 are the two base classes, two parent classes for the class derived 3, and each class in the multiple inheritance we know that that class is separated by the comma. In this way we can define this type of situation by using the virtual base class concept. Let's take another one example. Consider a hybrid inheritance shown in this figure. Here is there is an existence of hybrid inheritance in which multiple types of or two or more than two types of inheritance are combined. So this situation we called as, or this type of inheritance we called as a hybrid inheritance. In this figure there is an hybrid inheritance because here multi-level inheritance occurred, also the hierarchical inheritance occurred, also the multiple inheritance occurred. In this example also there are three types of inheritance occurred. So there is an existence of hybrid inheritance. The child class has two direct base classes, that is parent 1 and parent 2. Here the child class has two direct base classes, that is parent 1 and parent 2. This child class having two direct base classes, that are parent 1 and parent 2. For this child class there are two base classes, parent 1 and parent 2, which themselves have a common base class as a grandparent, and these parent 1 and parent 2 have the common base class, that is a grandparent. So the child inherits the members of grandparent via two separate paths. So here the child class inherits the members of a grandparent via two paths. One path from parent 1 and one path from parent 2. So in this situation also all the public and protected members of a grandparent are inherited into child class twice. First from the parent 1 and another from the parent 2. This leads to duplicate sets of inherited members of grandparent inside child class. So here duplicate set of data members of a base class grandparent occur inside the child class. So this child class contain the duplicate set of data members of the grandparent, because the data members of a grandparent is carried out from one from parent 1 and another one from parent 2. So this child class contain the duplicate set of data members of a base class grandparent. The duplication of inherited members can be avoided by making the common base class as a virtual base class while declaring the direct or intermediate base classes as shown in below. So In this situation, we use the virtual base class. How to define the virtual base class in this situation? First, we define our base class. What is our base class? Grandparent. Grandparent is our main base class. So here first we are defining a grandparent class. After defining the grandparent class, we are defining our first child class, that is parent 1. How the parent 1 will be defined? Class parent 1 colon, we are defining the base class as a virtual. So here virtual keyword is used. Then access specifier or visibility mode is specified. Then the base class name. Then after defining the parent 1 class body or parent 1 class definition, we are defining another one child class of a grandparent, that is parent 2. How to define that class? By using class keyword, then our second derived class name, that is parent 2, then colon, then keyword virtual because we defining a base class as a virtual, then visibility mode, and then our base class name. Then after that we are defining our child class. That child class inherits the members from the parent 1 and parent 2. So this situation occurs multiple inheritance. So child class is defined as class child colon visibility mode, that is public. Then it inherits the properties from the parent 1 and parent 2. So first we are inherits the parent class 1, then we are inheriting the second class, that is parent 2. Two classes are separated by the comma. Then second class is inherited by using a visibility mode, then the second parent class name. In this way we are defining a child class. This is how the virtual base class is defined in a C++. In this situation, there is an hybrid inheritance. In that hybrid inheritance, grandparent is an base class, intermediate base class are parent 1 and parent 2, and child class name is child. This child class contain the duplicate set of data members of a base class grandparent. Why? Because the parent 1, because these base class grandparent data members are first from the parent 1 and second from the parent 2. So avoiding this situation, avoiding the duplication of data, the virtual base class concept is used in C++. Let's see the example that calculate the total mark of student using the concept of virtual base class. See this example. Here in this example there is an base class student. In that student class there is one data member defined, that is roll number. There are two member functions are defined in that student class. First one is the get number and second one is the put number. The get number function gets the or inputs the roll number of that particular student, and the put number function is used to display the roll number of that particular student. This is an base class student definition. In this example, our base class is the student. That student contain one data member as a roll number, and there are two functions, get number and put number. Get number is used to input the roll number of the student, and put number is used to display the roll number of that student. Then there is an class test that inherits the student class. How to define that particular class? Class test colon we defining the base class student as a virtual. So here virtual keyword is used, virtual public student. Our second class is test. There are two data members in that test class, part 1 and part 2. Then the get marks, there are two functions, get marks and put marks. Get marks function is used to input the marks of part 1 and part 2. This function inputs the marks of part 1 and part 2 test. And put marks function is to display the marks of part 1 and part 2. This is the class definition of class test. Then there is another one class, that is sport, which is inherited from the student class. So this sport class is how that sport class is represented? Class sports colon visibility mode, and we are defining the base class student as a virtual. So virtual keyword is used and base class name. There is one data member present in that particular sport class, that is score. And there are two data members, member functions, get score and put score. Get score function is used to input the score of a sport, and put score function is used to display the score of sport. This is the class definition of second derived class sport. Then the child class, there is one child class as a result, which inherits the two classes, that are test and sport. So in this situation multiple inheritance is occurred. So that result class is defined as class result colon visibility mode, that is public. Then our first parent class or first class test, then two classes are separated by comma, so here comma is used. Then for the second class there is an visibility mode, that visibility mode is here public, and second derived class name, that is second inherited class name, that is sport. In that result class there is one data member, that is total, and there are one function, that is display. This display function calculates the total marks of that student, that is marks of test, that is part 1, part 2, and marks of sport, that is score. These 3 marks total is calculated in this result function. Then the put number, put marks and put score function is called in this display method, and final score is displayed here. Then after completing the class definition of final child class as a result, we are writing a main function. In the main function we are creating the object of child class or subclass result. Here we are creating the object of result class. So here we are writing result obj. That means obj is an object of a result class, and by using that object we are calling the methods or the functions written in the class. We are calling object.getNumber, means we are getting or we are inputting the roll number of student. Obj.getMarks, the getMark function inputs the marks of part 1 and part 2. Then obj.getScore means it inputs the marks of sports, and obj.display, this display function calculates the total marks of that particular student. This is the example of virtual base class. Here in this example there is an base class student. After that there are two derived class from that student class. First one is the test and another one is the sport. And from that two derived class there is an one final child class, that is result. So here hybrid inheritance is occurred. So to solve, or the virtual classes are we know that the virtual classes are primarily used to during the multiple inheritance to avoid the multiple instances of the same class being taken. So while you are going to execute this program, you will get the output as first it will display the message enter roll number. Then you are entering one roll number such as 1. Then you are entering the marks of subject, that is part 1 and part 2. Then you are entering the sport mark. Then the information by using the display method it will display. So here, because of using virtual base class concept, the duplication of data is avoided here. The child class contain the only one copy of the grandparent or base class member. That child class contain only a single copy of a base class data member because of the virtual base class concept. So when two or more objects are derived from a common base class, then we can prevent multiple copies of the base class being present in an object derived from those objects by declaring the base class as a virtual when it is being inherited. That means when we are inheriting the base class, then in that situation we are declaring the base class as a virtual, and such a base class is known as virtual base class. Here in this example, the virtual base class is a student. While inheriting that particular student class, we are declaring that class student as a virtual. So because of using the virtual base class or defining a class as a virtual, we are avoiding the multiple instances of the same class being taken to. So the child class contain only a single copy of the data member of a parent class. This is the concept of virtual base class. Okay, thank you.